My name is Ezra. I am 5, going on a trip. My name is Poem. I'm 8. We're driving around. My name is Elsie. I'm 12 years old. This summer my mom said that we're not going to be in the car that much, but last year she said that and we were driving a long time.
My name is Eyre and I am 15 years old. This summer we're traveling from the east coast of America to the west coast in a car.
About a month ago, my dad flew halfway across the world to buy a 1982 Mercedes G-Wagon from Norway. It currently waits for us in New York City, where my family of 7 will soon be starting our 1.5-month journey to cross the United States from sea to shining sea. I'm Anna, I'm 18 years old, and this is my film, Wagon. And we need to decide if you guys are going to bring a rolly bag or just suitcases.
Mom, I need my own, like if I use a backpack, then I can put all my stuff that I need to use on the plane, like take it out, like my drawing stuff. And the other stuff is like my clothes and...
Well, maybe you and Elsie will share that duffel bag with the rolly wheels or the rolly bag.
Can we just have our own small bag?
If you're doing your own, then you have to do your own small bag.
You know, the small rolly bag is like the amount, the size.
Okay guys, I'm just gonna warn you, having rolly bags is really hard on your shoulders.
Honey, I'm bringing a duffel bag.
Well, I'll take a duffel bag. I'll take a duffel bag.
Like a small duffel bag?
Yeah.
So we are doing our annual clean out of the house, just like a move, because we pack everything that's our personal stuff away. So when our friends stay here and watch over the house, that they don't have to deal with all of our stuff. So right now we're kind of in the middle of packing and cleaning. So all the stuff is out on the counters. We've got bags of thrift store donations. We have 2 days left. I don't think I've ever waited this long to be ready to go. It's a lot of work. Got a lot of workers though.
Just like cleaning the baseboards with the toothbrush.
The bottom of the baseboard to be right up. Just messier than usual. This is our 100-year-old plantation home located in upcountry Maui, but it's an old home, so it requires a lot of upkeep. Like we've got child labor down here. And it's just a 3-bedroom house with 1.5 bathrooms. So it's tight with 7 people living here. But that's why we just try not to own too much stuff. Things are being neglected, like lunch. I don't think we had lunch today. Anything else in the fridge we need to eat before we leave?
No, I want to eat.
There's still turkey and gravy. I think that's what you guys are having for breakfast, and sandwich meat. There's no bread left.
Oh.
These are the main things. Long pants. Socks, tennis shoes, long shirt, one short sleeve shirt. Yes, what?
I'm just raising on my hand to all the stuff that I do have.
Your own water bottle. If you do not bring your own water bottle on the trip, you will just die of dehydration when we are crossing the plane. So you better bring your own water bottle. We're gonna make sure everybody has their job. So Dad is in charge of light and transportation. Poe is in charge of all injuries. So if anyone is injured, Poe will take care of you.
Can I be in charge of food?
Elsie is in charge of food.
No.
Okay, what needs to happen tomorrow is we need to get your stuff packed up and the things you're not taking need to be put up in the attic. Elsie, can you please finish the baseboards tomorrow? I'll pull out all the furniture for you.
Okay.
Because you're doing a really good job. Camden, you did a great job today. Yes, you need to wash the cars tomorrow. I need to plant the gardenia, get the rest of the house packed. We need to scrub the walls and floors and wash the windows, okay? I need help with those things. Okay, does anybody have any questions?
Tomorrow, let's have pizza for dinner.
We're having whatever else is left in the
Dogs.
I need to improve on... Yay! We're trying to get onto our airplane, and I'm trying to get my backpack on. I can't stay up. Come on.
hours because I forgot that you can't bring fresh fruits and vegetables on the plane in Hawaii, which would have been fine if we had the rest of the family with us, but they're already in New York.
Right now we're at the airport, but we're not Hawaii anymore, and our airplane is going right now, but not like right now. It's kind of like an elevator, but it goes side. We've been at this airport for 25 hours. This is awesome!
So we are at the end of a 14-hour layover in the Portland airport. And the Portland airport is actually a pretty nice place to have a layover. They don't have beds, but it's a nice airport. We all got about 3 to 5 hours of sleep last night, so we're a little tired. We did sleep in the airport on the sheet that I brought. So I don't know how it's gonna go when we get to New York at 5:30 a.m. Ezra's been going on about 5 hours of sleep a night. So he's a little bit annoying right now. Okay, we're off. What's everybody got?
Hope we can fit it all in the car.
Just came down 4 flights of stairs.
5.
Tammy is writing again. She's writing a story, it's gonna be good at the end. It's gonna be called a work of art.
I see it.
Tammy is writing again. She's got an idea of how she could incorporate her friends as a comic relief.
How do you want to help me put the parts on?
And then
That means I'm gonna have to sit next to Paula.
And I can sit in the middle.
No, I'm not sitting in the middle.
Okay, it's fine. I can manage so. I guess. You have to go in a squishy car the whole day. I use deodorant on my elbows.
Elbows?
Uh-huh.
Yes.
Deodorant.
Okay, headlamps, Elsie. We got the hammocks, the sleeping bag, and Ezra whining.
Okay, the thing that's in the back of the car is important. That's the oil filtering pump. And that's what we're going to use to filter the oil with.
charming, he's gonna like all of her friends. And he's gonna be faithful and not a bore. And then she'll always be happy.
Pretty high tech for a middle seat belt.
Okay, Mom has a key, I have a key, and Cam has a key, okay?
But I want a key.
Oh.
Okay, guys, we ready?
Yep. No.
The book would end with her on a distant shore with
The car's going to be super loud until I fix the exhaust leak, sorry.
There's some rusty nails right here, so just be careful. Okay, Anna is not bad at holding the camera. The car is just super bumpy.
and if the house fell over, run and get a sitter and steal away. Just the two of them.
Their explanation for why they would not give me a temporary travel permit is because I did not buy the car in New York. I could not get a temporary travel permit from Norway, obviously, because this is a different country. I called my friend. He's going to send me dealer plates.
On a distant shore with beach toys, running in the sandbars.
Okay, we're stopped right now. This is a fish and chip place. We're gonna see if they have some oil for us, and everybody's hungry.
This one. Only fish and chips. Yeah. We didn't even know that.
It's Thursday today.
Thursday. Sunday? No.
No,
Thursday, Friday.
No, only on Thursday they have fish and chips.
Yeah, but Thursday and then Friday, how does it go? Fish and chips.
His dad, he's asking for some oil.
We're actually from Hawaii. We're doing the Oregon Trail. Okay, so we just got here, and the owner's name is Rich. He was really nice. It's gonna smell good. Probably only has 5 or 6 gallons in it.
So
Remember the cables and the reach up.
So we have to put it through this filter, and right now that filter is dirty. So we need to put in a new one, and then we'll be ready to go.
Yeah, just get it.
Watch those hens now, Granny was always saying. They'll hide their eggs on you. Sure as scat.
There we go.
I need that.
This is really delicious food. Our car fuel was cooked in it. Okay, last night we arrived late to Newbury, Massachusetts. We arrived to my sister's old address where she lived 10 years ago. So we eventually arrived here at her house with all the packages and shipments sent to the other house. So that's where we're going right now to see if we can track them down along with the dealer's license plate.
Newburyport is the cutest town in the whole United States, hands down.
So here's where Eva used to live, and we're kind of hoping nobody lives there, but I think somebody probably does. So they're receiving packages that they didn't know who they were for.
The destination is on the left.
Including a license plate. Hey, how's it going? Good. What a beautiful place you have here. So,
We got the packages.
dealer. Yay. He was just getting ready to take this down to the post office and figure out who it should go to. So now we have a license plate on the car, which will make me have less strain in my shoulders and neck as we're driving, looking for cops the whole time. And also it will just make us look more legitimate. This is the old spring perch, but it used to connect right here. So when we weld the new one on, it'll go right there and it won't be super bouncy anymore.
I am folding laundry because we're about to go into the wilderness. Tomorrow we'll hopefully leave early in the morning and head towards Pennsylvania and then upstate New York. Time to get up, everybody. 5:20.
Today we are driving. We're going to a campground. It's like a free one. You just like drive. If you can get like 150 feet from the road, then you can like camp there. That's Dad's kind of campground. How long are you going to be driving?
About 3 hours today.
We just went into Salvation Army and we needed more blankets because we only had 5 sleeping bags. So it was $12.99, but I told them we're doing the Oregon Trail. I said, well, can you change the price to $2.99? And she said, no. And I said, well, is there someone who can? And she said, no, my manager will definitely say no. She went and asked the manager. She came back and said, yeah, she'll sell it for $2.99.
That is a legitimate Aldi. Who is going to go in there and get a cracker box of crackers?
Peanut butter and honey? Grapes? All this stuff?
Insect repellent.
$24.
Cantaloupe. 88-cent milk.
Yeah, that was 88 cents. What the heck? That's so cheap.
Me and some lasagna. It's pretty good, but it's a little bit cold. Ezra's over there just drinking some milk. Nice mustache.
Do I turn around? 718.
We drive over here and now we're camping here. That's all we did.
Lasagna.
Okay, one of the masts deflated while I was sleeping.
It was very rainy.
Yeah, it was. It was like so rainy. But when I got up to go pee, it wasn't raining.
I slept well. It's kind of cold in the morning though. Still is a little bit cold.
A little rainy last night, but beautiful spot.
What's for breakfast?
Peppa.
I want cantaloupe.
They go all the way to 35. So check the one on the back. I want you to make sure you know how to do it. It's down hard.
It says 40.
Ooh, that one has a lot out of there. Yeah, this is our dinner. It's got a cast iron pan, so we're gonna see if it'll get warm under the hood.
I think this is in slow motion. It's not.
Husband of the car gets left here!
You guys?
As I am on the first step, looking up the sad facts. You've been leaving bodies everywhere you go.
Not cold? Yeah, not warm at all.
Accomplished, down below the love sick. I can see the bodies now.
Okay, now you're.
You hang up the rain flies so they'll dry.
This is a great campsite. As far as we can tell, we can't see it. Hi.
Well, I'm pretty happy that the tire on the back of the car still has air in it, because we went over a lot of very sharp rocks and big logs to get to where we are. We're just out in the woods. We just crossed over the Pennsylvania line. We're back in New York, and we didn't get here till after dark, so it was pretty hard to set up our camp. I like this forest a lot. It's really quiet, and it was really dark, and there was lots of little lightning bugs. So glad Mom finally got converted to primitive campsites.
That was a pretty good campsite, mainly because we slept the right way this time. It's very sticky. So much trees. It's cold. Very cold. And it has like no pathway. Like there's a road right there, but it's a big place to park and then over here to camp.
Elsie, come help. Elsie, it's time to come help, honey.
Now this needs to go together with the tent. Oh, see, how is the softness of the ground?
And we also had some pretty ground. There's no ground. I love using pens.
Corner now? Roll it up. Couple more seconds. This is the thing that I want to do.
The car.
Just to be a good person.
That is the fanciest rest stop I've ever seen. Ever. In the whole world. The whole world. You got it. Watch your head. Ah, no! Ah! Oh my gosh! I'm so sorry.
Yeah, it's only 15 minutes.
Wait, the hydrogen peroxide. Good. We just ran over my hydrogen peroxide. And it's really funny. I've also had it for like 3 years. That's really sad.
My foot. Now you have all
Bagman. The prices of Sprouts, but the variety of all foods.
This is our food for the day. We got cucumbers, cream cheese, a dozen bagels, some some fruit, and a gallon of milk.
I love milk.
Mom's like,
It's going up your nose. Don't worry, it's not for bad for the environment, it's just vegetable oil.
We have the vegetable oil running through 2 filters. This is the primary right there. But we looked at it and it's pretty clean, so the secondary goes right here. So he unscrewed that and put the oil in a new filter, and then he just screws that back on, and that's what filters the vegetable oil. But occasionally those will get clogged, so we have to clean them pretty often. But it's a pretty easy fix. So we just hope that's the problem.
Let's see if this fixes it. Turn the key back on, please.
Oh, hi. Right now we are in a swamp. And there's lots of mosquitoes everywhere. And we have bug spray, but it doesn't work very well. The last few campsites have probably been a lot better than this one, but this one does have a bathroom. And all my socks are really stinky right now and we can't wash them. Okay.
I have to use my shirt for long pants because the mosquitoes are seriously, I've never ever seen so many mosquitoes. I killed about 200. I went like this and then I squeezed it and then I went like this in between each finger and it got killed and it was on this finger.
Yes. We're having like a lot of good bonding time.
Ezra, remember when you burned yourself yesterday?
Ezra and Poe are still fighting a lot, but that's fine because they're sitting in the back and you can't even hear them.
We've opened more cans in the last 2 days than we've opened all year by far. So this, we're using this hummus instead of butter, so we'll see how that goes. So that's why it's a modified shepherd's pie.
We got a lot of fuel today, like a ton of it,
We have found the jackpot.
so we don't have to get fuel for a really long time. So that's good and it's kind of relieving. The car still has the problem where you have to push start it, but that's actually kind of fun, not gonna lie. Okay, there's a lot of mosquitoes here and 90% of them are invincible. It's just like us on our trip.
Cameron broke the seatbelt.
When the old stuck in my game, I know wouldn't be here without pain, for sure. 50 years on, no one will know the delicate humdrum ways of this love. If you can keep on someday, finally face to face, it's something I'll learn to take. If you can keep on someday, yeah. There's still an ocean between us, love. Everything hurts when it's not enough. If you rely on the coldest night, look in my head for what's not inside. Oh, when the old hope that I came back home wouldn't be here without pain, I know. If you can keep on someday, finally face to face, it's something I'll learn to take. If you can keep on someday.
I
I
didn't
want
ask for that.
one closed face and because that's not 4 open faces.
Here we are at the Wayne County Fairgrounds in Eyre, New York. Lots and lots of grass and some bathrooms, and they have showers, and they said we could just camp anywhere we want. And these guys set up some nice hammocks over here on the trees. The kids have a playground that I don't think has been redone since I was born. There's no picnic tables, but that's okay. There's a trailer right there and some farm implements that we could sit on if we wanted to.
Good thing I got the classy looking meal right there. Frogfish.
There are 3 options on the menu. Refried beans and chips. Very fat cucumber.
Or some warm yogurt.
Wait, no,
Cereal with no milk. Yeah, exactly. Well, I don't want. Mom's at the laundromat.
Stop making him scream.
Okay, so last night, Ezra woke me up by saying, I don't know, but it's loud. He was talking about the rain. It was pouring so hard. It was like all wet on the floor. And then water started dripping on my forehead. And then I finally went back to sleep, even though I had a wet sleeping bag. It was just pretty crazy and unpleasant, but it was fine.
Just trying to fit everything in the car every day.
You go first.
We've been in the car from 7 a.m. and now it's 8 p.m.
My legs are sore and I want some chicken. We're at the campsite.
This isn't the campsite.
This is not the campsite.
Oh, okay. Just add directions in there.
10 Eyre Glen.
I just don't know where the gate is that we go in. We need to go out back on the road.
So,
We started in New York, then we drove through Pennsylvania. Now we're in Ohio.
Fish that brought in a basket, a position.
We're staying at Penitentiary Glen Reservation. Yeah, it's pretty nice. It has a nature center. It's a nice campsite and a big playground and a museum. It's pretty impressive. Ohio doesn't disappoint.
Go?
yeah, there's bones. It's a chicken.
Real potatoes.
Oh yes, please. We have lots of firewood. Even more over there. Even more over there. And there's a fireplace. And there's a path. And there's a parking spot. It's but so there is no toilet.
Heard you've never been certain of a day spent breaking the law. Keep them on the basket.
We like this campsite a lot.
Decision like in our watch. Once you take
I slept in a hammock and it was pretty comfortable. No bears came in the night or anything.
Good morning, Ezra.
making sure that the flame is not alive. So you recognize it's a lullaby. Won't it shut you up?
Attention raccoons, if anybody wants like any food to eat tonight, then just go to Elsie's hammock, not ours, because she has a lot of food on her face and all over her hands and her shirt.
was snug as a bug in a hammock.
Jen got our tortillas.
Ezra saw a bear.
It is so warm. Our cold days are over. So we're packing up. This has been the most awesome campsite.
And the breakfast is the rest of the beans from last night and some sausage and some eggs and some hash browns. So basically it looks a lot like what we had last night. So I'm pretty sad to be leaving this campsite. It's been great. The fire pits need to be redesigned. I should have brought a drill so we could drill holes around it. Hope the car does well. It's making a couple weird noises, but it's old. And we're gonna drive from here to Indiana.
Hey.
Yesterday we had a long day driving. Push the clutch, Eyre! So after it starting, you can push the clutch. We ran out of fuel twice. Luckily we had some extra transmission fluid. Turn it back on and wait till the motor. So we just put a gallon of transmission fluid in the car, which was really expensive, but I guess it's better than walking. And now we are stuck here for some unknown reason. So we may have to push it through the toll gate.
Dad wants me to walk up to the toll gate and find out what I'm supposed to do.
Can you just walk up there, please? Why are we doing this? Just putting my ticket in here. There we go. Got it? It's just not allowing it to go in. It's just getting it back out. It was really hot yesterday. All the kids were really good sports.
It's really hot back here because we haven't been moving for a while. We just got pulled over because the police thought that Ezra and I didn't have seatbelts on, but we do.
Why did someone open their own window? I'm still kind of sweaty on my hair.
One of the bolts fell out of the caliper after we got. I don't know what the car's making a very strange sound, so we're going to see if we can figure out what this strange sound is. It just feels like the wheel's going to fall off.
That's what's right now.
I found a caliper bolt and put a hose clamp around it, but it should be fine.
Just trying to find some fuel.
There's a fast food place called Culver's.
Yeah, and there's a dragon buffet next to that too.
They do have oil. It's clean.
We found a nice Chinese restaurant. Met some nice people there. We came to a hotel.
We have made it to the hotel. We have been sweating all day.
It was okay. The beds weren't very comfortable. It actually probably was less comfortable than camping for me, but it's nice to have a hotel breakfast because it can be the whole day. We can bring enough snacks to last us until the day's over.
All you can eat. Sometimes you sneak it in the car. Oh, Ezra, no scratching, okay?
Even try to conceal your delight. She liked your status. Isn't that nice? And now you reply with a picture of you and the guys, which is misleading, but not exactly a lie.
There's lots of cool buildings. The beam is kind of beady.
the whole thing.
I hope he knows that we're not gonna eat that.
Okay, go on to try.
She wants you to make her feel pretty, but it's never gonna go much further than that. But you will, yeah, you will. I'm just saying you will. And now in all your glory, you begin to tell her a story, and it sounds familiar, but now it's more of a tale. She wants you to make her feel pretty, but it's
2 minutes ago, it was like hot as a fire. But then it was like cold as an ice cube.
yeah, you will. I'm just saying you will.
Mom has like 3 more peanut butters. We love the peanut butter. Cucumber.
Yeah, you will. It's okay that you will.
Peanut butter.
Here we are at our campsite. Campsites are better, right, Bo? They're better than pretty much anything else. We just get to sleep outside, eat some peanuts, we can drop our shells on the ground unless Mom gets mad at us and we can't do it anymore.
No peanut shells on the ground. But you put them in the fire.
They're nature, eh?
No, they are not nature. Those are littering. I have to walk through them and get them stuck in my toes.
Crunch, crunch, crunch.
No, don't put them.
The filter didn't clog anymore getting here, so that was really good. It's really shady because it's going to be hot for the next couple days.
It's so freaking hot, bro.
I had to reserve it 8 months ago, and it's walking distance to historic Nauvoo, which is really fun. And we can walk down to the Mississippi River, and supposedly it has a pond, but there are flies. So it will still be camping, even with all of those fantastic amenities.
Just eating the last of the peanuts. I think I ate this whole bag, which I deserve.
That rope is definitely going to break in the middle of the night, I hope you know.
If there's a place in your head where you can go be jaded.
It's a sandwich bagel. Bagels have holes in them, and sandwiches are just like this, without a hole, but I made a hole so it can be a sandwich bagel.
So now, I just made a sandwich on top of the sandwich because there's already a sandwich.
Double-decker sandwich. Nauvoo! Woohoo!
Recommend to everybody is I just went in the shower and washed all my clothes and then put them on while they were wet. And I am almost cold right now.
Yeah, we walked very far and that's super hot. And there's lots of stuff to do.
Keeps me up and on. There's something else in place.
Sandwiches, anyone?
I bet you it's 91. Probably with 105 with the heat index.
This is why we have to get him more sleep. Let's go put him to bed.
Some yogurt from the breakfast this morning.
That was from yesterday morning.
Oh, yesterday morning? Hopefully it's not bad. It's been in the car for quite a bit.
Totally beautiful city. It's so hot and humid. But it's just small town America.
If all had gone your way when you
We're here at the campsite. It was really hot. Then it suddenly just dropped down like 10 degrees. And there's so many fireflies. They're just like. It's like the grass is lighting up. It's so cool. This bread is so stiff. Literally, look.
But this is what Elsie, Poe, and Camden are eating for the next 3 days.
The glow plug relay was shorting out because it had a bad connection. We just fixed it.
Packing up what we need and heading off on the Oregon Trail in our wagon. Covered wagon.
It is a wall of bags and an extra 5 gallons of fuel. You can't even see it. So we're halfway through the country now. We have the most treacherous part.
Out here in the car. It's hot and we are hungry. The car will not start. That's a haiku. I call it on the side of the road.
There's something clogging it, I think.
Do you want to replace the lift pump?
That's a whole injection from my sewer blades real quick.
I'm getting pretty good at this, I have to say. I thought I would build more muscles than I have.
Got their hands.
So, we run our car on used cooking oil.
Oh, okay.
So we're just traveling across the country and we're doing the whole Oregon Trail on used cooking oil.
Oh, okay.
And teaching our kids lots of cool stuff along the way.
Okay, that's fine.
Okay.
Okay.
So thank you very much.
Uh-huh.
We really appreciate it.
No problem.
This is gonna smell good, guys.
Finally, we can stop using our plastic spoons that keep breaking. This one, Elsie, here's yours.
I want another.
No.
You can have this one, Poe, if you really want. Oh, yes. I'm sweating.
We've been at Walmart for like an hour and a half.
Okay, Cam, I'll do a volcano.
So hot.
Last night we stayed near Independence, Missouri, which is the original starting point for the Oregon Trail. And from here on out, we don't have campsites or hotels reserved. We're just going to find places along the way.
Onward west.
Westward ho is what you're supposed to say.
Oh, westward ho. Everybody's probably a bit hungry since we didn't have breakfast. You know, when you're having a lot of fun, you just kind of forget about the eating part.
I could seriously eat that whole quarter of a watermelon, Mom.
You're writing
Welcome to Kansas.
the fury of the past you
Right now, we are here in Independence. This is the start of the Oregon Trail.
waiting. Hope is
I can't tell what kind of oil it is, but
but I can't seem to let go of the thought that it would be a good thing if you could make your way there. It would be a good thing if you could make.
Elsie, am I going to run into anything?
Nope. And then
Because down there, I didn't know where we were going, and it said we could camp in the city park. There's just a sign.
I can't control you.
But I'm using my 88-cent Walmart knife, which is the worst knife ever. I do not recommend these.
Trying to hold on. How am I supposed to stay close to you when you keep treating me this way? But I will, 'cause it would be a good thing if you could make your way there. You think your dreams can't come true. You think you won't.
So see these chips right here? These are warm. They're freshly cooked in the same oil that we're using to fuel our car.
You think we're wasting our time, but I know you, and I've never had a doubt that you and I can find a way to work this
There has been no phone service for a day and a half.
Is that like your homework?
Okay, tell me what you want me to do.
Yeah. I'll just go right by the school. Carrots. I'll have some flops and chicken. Where are you?
Oh, you guys made it. I dropped the key down the defroster vents. I have an extra key, but I still need to get it out.
I had a nice bath in the plant. It's quite shallow.
I would like to hereby dub this campsite the worst I have stayed in, not just on this trip, but probably in my whole life. And I've been to a lot of campsites. We got here and realized that you can't camp on the grass on Monday nights because they have the sprinkler system on. Plus, there are no good hammocking trees. Camden and I found some nice posts to put our hammocks on. The sprinklers come on about 10:30, and I look over and my hammock's like soaking on the side. So I got out of my hammock, took everything down. I was getting wet because it was all just spraying on me from the wind. So I got out the little tent, and as I'm setting it up, I don't have the rain fly on yet. The sprinklers over here come on and start spraying me while I'm setting up the tent, and I don't have the rain fly on, so it's getting wet inside the tent as well. Now we're up, and we're just very envious of all this lush green grass that we could have camped on if they didn't have automated sprinklers. So I just don't like this campground very much.
This is in Douglas, Wyoming. The river's right there, which is nice. But there's also a bridge there, which is very loud. We just slept on the gravel. We got more wet than we did in the huge rainstorm because we can't stake out the tent on the gravel. We're just going to dry everything out now and continue on.
I slept in the car, but my back did hurt. I was super thirsty.
That was a crazy campsite. And we're along the North Platte, so it's very Oregon Trail appropriate because they probably had some gravelly campsites they also camped on when they were crossing the Oregon Trail. Massachusetts up through Erie Canal, all the way down Nauvoo, and then down to Independence, then up through Nebraska, and now we're right here. We're more than halfway. I don't know. All right, let's leave this worst campsite ever. Come on, oxen.
We've cleaned the filter 12 or 15 times. I'm gonna clean the tank out with this thing now.
What's happening right now is the fuel tank is really dirty and we keep having to change the filter. So we had to unload everything out of the back, and all of the stuff that was in the back is now on the seat. So this is gonna take a little while. We filled up the tank the rest of the way, and we're bouncing on the car so that we can make all the stuff in the tank come off the sides and go into the fuel. And then we're gonna pump the fuel back out into one of these barrels and then pump new filtered fuel into the tank so we'll be completely clean. Love the uphills.
Thousands of pioneers crossed through on their wagons with the teams of oxen and their stuff in their wagon. Yesterday, we went to the Oregon Trail History site, and then we're like,
we are gonna go camp. We're taking our handcart. We just loaded it up. We are hiking 3 miles.
And then I dragged the handcart single-handedly across the whole. Poe helped for like 5 seconds. No one else helped at all.
That he's ahead of the pack, With a glimmer in their eyes, they think that it just might last. They say it's scary to be so advanced.
The campsite's fabulous. We had a pronghorn, just an antelope that was just hanging out there. We were able to gather firewood from the desert.
This is the goodest thing I ever tasted in my life.
With his helmet on, his shoes tied tight. They're gonna race on the
Now we're stirring the dinner with a stick.
standing tall and so polite. They're gonna raise an achiever. Dad says his mathematical skills are commensurate.
There's lots and lots of mosquitoes. Like totally covered in mosquitoes at one point. His leg is just covered in blood.
Mom says his creativity is way off the chart. He wants to a frowny face, but when you turn it, it's the moon and the stars. And with his helmet on, his shoes tied tight, they're gonna raise an achiever. He's getting tall and so polite. They're gonna raise an achiever. You're doing it all wrong, but you're still doing a good job. But you're doing it all wrong again. You're solving the problem, and you're doing an incredible job of learning to walk, not run.
I ate some sand, but I thought it would taste good, but it actually didn't.
His helmet on, his shoes tied tight. They're gonna raise an achiever. He's getting tall and so polite. They're gonna raise an achiever.
We are in Farewell Bend, which is the last place they've crossed the Snake River.
So at this campground, we're right by bathroom. We're so close to our car.
A wonderful morning light, couldn't help myself, it's off again. So maybe I'll take a ride to the desert force, or just relent.
Poe's water bottle was not as lucky as Anna's when getting run over by the car.
I'm hoping I'll see enough by then. So I'll call off. Yes, I'll call off. I'm moving my head, I'm turning my neck to see the fur cups on the ground. You shouldn't be there, you shouldn't be scared of this, a world of things to come. It's enough, it is enough.
Oregon Trail, we're done. We made it.
Is inviting me to come again. I'll make it up to you, man. I will push myself into your hands. As everything turns for us, amen. I'm hoping I'll see enough by then.
We're going out all for camping stuff because it's really wet. We've traveled the country from East Coast to West Coast, and here we are in Washington, and this is the first time we've had to be jumped. Today's the last day of the trip. We fly home. It's kind of crazy. but I figured that I should jump in to the Pacific Ocean. So in actuality, I will have gone from sea to shining sea.
Last hour in the car.
Breaking the law. When my alarm bells keeping me dark. If I lose,
Glorious Seattle.
I'd be on my
We're gonna be late, Anna. We have to go.
watch.
I need someone to get me to the airport.
Say, where's my water bottle?
Dust in the air.
Bye, car.
I was here with you. Oh, I was here with you. Watching the fire, breaking the law. When my alarm bells keeping me
Like teleport here.
It's the wagon!
G-Wagon is here.
What do you like about traveling?
Nothing. And bye.
She'll do it. She'll do it. Remember when she was a baby, she would just leave the food in her mouth for like.
That's you screaming.
Ezra is so loud.
Stop screaming! I ran out of pants, so we're in Jonah's.
Then this bear comes out. And he's like, ooh, ooh, ooh. And he started stomping towards us, so at that point we just scurried into the tent and then
Mom, you mashed potatoes. Mom.
You can swim in a little fire.
you can
When I
swim
was
like.
cooking the chicken.
Okay, the worst bug bite I have is this one. You can't even see it. It's on my thumb right there. And then I just have like them all over my finger joints. And then if you just rub your hand down my arm, it's just totally bumpy.
Man, there's a huge daddy long leg crawling on your shoulder.
This is my pillow slash our towel slash everyone's towel.
Alright.
Very wet right now because 6 people used it this morning.
Look, Cam is lifting up the entire house.
Today's a very sad day. These are my Birkenstocks. I've had them for 4 years and they're finally to the point where you can't really wear them anymore without tripping. Really sad. So I just felt like I had to document these.
Rest in peace, Birkenstocks. Oh, it's so sad. It smells so bad.
Uh-huh.